Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? Anybody in the building? Just hop in the comments. Let me know that you guys are here. This is just an impromptu live. You feel what I'm saying? I just wanted to hop on and see what the people were doing. Not much. I don't have nothing laid out to talk about. I just felt like hopping on live. What is y'all over there doing, girl? Happy Monday. What's going on? I would say, hey Sam, what's up, honey? I went to the gym today. I signed up for this new gym. And pray for me. Pray that I actually get up and go. You feel what I'm saying, girl? She wore me out. I say she wore me out today. It was a group class, but it was really good. I have to say, it was really, really good. It was a good group class. Yeah, I think she did good. Um, I like how the workouts were too. It was really nice. Like it's pretty dope. So I don't know what's in my eye. So I'm gonna try to go tomorrow too. I went in the middle of the day, like around. I think they had like a noon class. I got there like 11:30. So hold on. Yeah. So it ended up being really good. So I'm gonna try to go back. Um, but yeah, what's been going on in the streets, people? What's been going on? What's been some entertainment talk out there? You know, just an impromptu live. I could check. I could find some stuff too. See what the people been over there giving. Okay, okay, Sharon. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Okay, Sharon. Okay, so real quick for my people that watch Love Island, all right, I did get a chance to um watch the interview that Zeta did. Okay, y'all know I review Love Island. I have not reviewed Love Island UK is on right now. And I think I've seen two or three. I think I've seen 3 episodes so far, and I think they on episode 8. So I'm like, what, 5 days behind? So I'm probably not going to review that one. But I don't know what y'all think. Y'all let me know if y'all have been watching, especially my people in the Discord, because I know they get together, even though it's not showing in America. They get a chance to like watch it. Oh, you know, they come together and we all figure out a way to watch it. But for my Love Island people, girl. Zimmy is no longer. It's no longer a Zimmy gang. It's a Zeta gang because they have broken up. And I really feel bad for Zeta, but in all honesty, I'm not surprised. I'm actually surprised that they lasted as long as they did in comparison to other people that go on the show. You know what I'm saying? She just pretty much talked about how it's so much that's in my head. Okay. Number one, I really felt bad for Zeta because it was never her. Okay, yeah, Timmy chose her over and over when the show was on. And for those of you guys that don't know what we're talking about a show called Love Island USA. It's really good. And I believe, I don't know if it was the 5th or 4th season. I can't remember, but it's on Peacock. If you're able to go back and check it out, you want to check it out, feel free. It was like a really good season. I just hate that it wasn't on network television like it was in the past. It was it was only on the app. And I'm like, dang, some people don't really go to the app. Okay, but I'm going to the app when Bel Air comes back. I know that for a fact. That's coming back next month. But anyway, back to Timmy and Zeta. So although he chose her over and over on the show, he really did not choose her ultimately in real life. And I really, really hate that for her. I felt really bad listening to that because I felt like, dang, I can relate. I've experienced that when you are in a relationship with somebody. Honestly, it sounded like a situationship. That's how I felt Timmy took it. I think Zeta thought she was in a relationship, but Timmy was in a situationship. And I loved when she said that she felt like he was giving her breadcrumbs, like not really interested in trying to get to know her, actively really spending time with her. He much rather spend time with his sister than he did with her. You feel what I'm saying? So just hearing her talk about that, I'm like, that is exactly what he did. And it sounds like a situationship, and it sounds like he didn't choose you. He wouldn't really, she said she wanted a relationship where, she could tell him more things about herself. That's something she wanted to kind of like get more in depth, and they never did that. And I said, wait a minute, you mean to tell me the amount of weeks that y'all spent over in the island, y'all never connected? Because he made it seem like he connected with you much deeper than the other girl. So that's crazy. They get out of out of Love Island's house. Okay, they both win. At least she was the ultimate winner. She split the money with Timmy. They go on to date for what, 6 or so, 7 months, whatever, however many months. And next thing you know, like, girl, it's a wrap. Like, y'all not together no more, because he said something about demons. She said that he got a lot of demons or something that he needs to like deal with or whatever, but at the same time not wanting to break up, he still wanted to like be with her. She even talked about them going over to what's that place called, I'm going over to London, going over to the UK, and he was supposed to meet her family. But it was real awkward because he just sprung on her the fact that his sister was coming. And then sprung on the fact that he not going to be staying with her at the hotel. He going to be staying with his sister. Then said, hey, the Airbnb didn't come through. So she was like, well, I got a hotel, that I got for us that we're not in, because I didn't know you were going to be with your sister. So I'll just go back to the crib and stay with mom's. And you could just come over there and your sister could have a hotel. And he was like, no, we're not going to do that. And then the mama was like, well, maybe y'all could go get a hotel or something. I'm sorry. Maybe you could reach out to your uncle and your uncle could get them a hotel because he works in hospitality. And so they didn't want that. It was like whatever thing she tried to offer to them for them to have a place to stay, he kept denying her. She says that she went, like, eventually at some point, Timmy came over to her mom's house, and I think he did stay. But the sister did not come, which was very awkward. And for me, I don't know if anybody else watched that interview that she did with Murad Morelli. I hope I said his name properly. But when she did that interview and just listening to everything, it made me wonder, did Timmy really bring his sister, or did Timmy bring another woman? Because that's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like Timmy could have brought a whole nother girl with him. That wasn't his sister. That's what I took from it. So, and I'm just listening to it feeling bad for Zeta, because I'm like, girl, this whole time it was never you. It was so sad because she started to kind of be on pins and needles and like adjusting how she normally operates out of the fact that out of just wanting to like save face and hold on to their relationship and not be lonely or whatever the case was. And I'm like, you shouldn't have to do all of that. Like, if somebody really into you, you gonna know it. And any NIGGA that sits up there and be on some oh, well, I really want to focus on my business. Oh, I really want to focus on this. I really want to do, if you're in the situation, because see, that's so weird. How you in a relationship with somebody, but then he sit up there and tell you he really wants to focus on these things over here, but not focus on you. That doesn't make sense. That's a situationship. So him asking her to be exclusive with her, saying he want to be exclusive with her, that was fake. That really was for the show. Y'all weren't in a relationship, although you thought that y'all were. As soon as the show was over, it was back to his regular life. Like, that just don't make sense to me. If somebody's telling you that, baby, that's a situationship. Because I don't care how busy a man is, and a lot of y'all already know this. If he wants to be around you, he gonna make that time to be around you. He don't care what he got to put down, what he got to put to the side. He gonna make that time. And it's sad because it just was not Zeta. It just wasn't. It wasn't Zeta. I hate to hear it. I hate to say it, but it just, it just wasn't her. Sad, and he ended up doing a live. I don't know if it's still up, because I saw his live before I saw her interview. And I was like, what is he? As soon as I hopped on, he started talking, and I'm like, I sent it to my Discord, and I'm like, wait a minute. I said, did something happen? Did something happen? Did they break up? What's going on? Let me see what his name. I don't know if he still has the interview up, though, because I said I was going to try to go back and see what he's saying. Oh, no, he left it up. Okay. So I'm going to go back and check it out. So I don't know what's going on with Timmy, but I hope Bria ain't nowhere sitting back there. I think that was her name, thinking to herself, I told you so. I knew it. I knew it wasn't going to last. Sharon says, and for the sister, and for the sister told her, his family told him, oh, yeah. Yes. Zeta also said that Zeta also said that his sister told him when he gets in the island, go for a dark-skinned woman because America loves that. And that's exactly what he did. Now, he had the opportunity to go for Serenity, but he didn't. He chose to go for Zeta. And that's what it was, It's crazy. What else? But yeah, that was just an interesting interview with Zeta and regarding Timmy, the breakdown. She talked about the sister. She really didn't want to bash the sister, but what I'm hearing is the sister wants to get her story out because she don't like some of the stuff Zeta said. And I'm like, girl, who the hell are you? What story do you need to get out unless you're finna confirm that you actually his girlfriend or something? Because you have really no relevance in all honesty. Like, America don't really know you. Like, girl, we know Timmy and we know Zeta. So what you really want to tell us? Like, we don't really care. Like, we only liked him off the strength of her, for real. So, like, let's be honest. Like, girl, don't nobody care. But anyway, let's say you finally watching the new episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. I literally just finished doing my watch along and review for my Patreons. So it was a cute episode. When I tell y'all that Karen was eating. She was eating. The flashback had me screaming because Karen thought she was going to get a flashback of them saying that Robin said that her and Juan would do a threesome, only for it the flashback to show us that Robin ain't never say that, but Karen was the one saying how much she liked Juan. Yikes, girl, I was screaming. Hilarious, girl. That's what you get. And you know what else I thought was so hilarious to me about the whole Karen coming for Robin and stuff? It was the fact that I felt like Karen pulled a you on you just a little bit, but not really a you, because it's Robin. I felt like Karen pulled a Giselle. Y'all know how Giselle always trying to insert herself in other people's marriages and stuff. I feel like Karen did that to Robin, and I just thought it was so funny because it was like, okay, she done pulled a you on you, even though she really pulled a Giselle, but she pulled a Giselle on her best friend, Miss Robin. And I just thought that was just like the funniest ever. And it was Robin's demeanor for me that made me believe that what Karen could be saying could possibly have a bit of truth. It was just off of her demeanor. Because, you know, it took her a minute for her to get like upset. Because any other time, you know, Robin would get upset at the drop of a dime, but she was a little too calm the first part of it. I was like, oh, okay. We see you, ma'am. We see you. I think you got a little bit of truth. I think it may be a little bit of truth. But Ashley, you messy as hell. La 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 la. Okay, like Paula hell. That's you, Ashley. Messy as hell. And I slipped enjoyed it. I have to be honest. As much as I was like, Ashley was just killing me with her bullshit, though. Ashley was just saying, should I tell it? Ooh, I'm gonna have to say it. It's like, just say it, Ashley. Stop playing with us. Like, you done came this far, okay? You've come too far for you to turn back now. Just tell the people what's really good, okay? Ashley was just kind of like getting on my nerves. Oh, should I say it, girl? Oh, I don't know. And then when Robin was on the phone with Juan getting cussed the hell out down to the supermarket in Mexico, Ashley's face was me. Ashley was over there trying not to laugh at her ass, okay, in her face, all right? But she gonna wait till Juan hang up to be like, Juan, don't be mad. Don't be mad at Juan. Don't be mad at Robin. I said, bitch, you had this whole conversation to tell this man not to be mad at this lady. Girl, get your ass out these people's stove. Child, them ladies know they was cutting up today. Karen was on their ass, if you understand it, okay? Karen was definitely on her ass. It was funny. I have to say it was definitely hilarious. Let me see what else y'all saying. I have been out the loop, but watching all your videos, been busy with school and taking care of my mental. Thank you so much, Sam. I understand that. Definitely, school definitely comes first. And that mental. Girl, you need the mental first in order to deal with school. So I feel that completely. Baddies West. I'll be honest. I actually let go of my Zeus account. At this time, all right, I don't know what the future holds. At this time, I'm not necessarily interested. For real, let's be honest. If y'all want to see what's happening on Zeus, go to the neighborhood talk and go to Zeus's page. They gonna show y'all everything. Cause I guarantee you the episodes drag out. It ain't nothing but grown ass women over their 30s, some late 20s, still fighting. Like arguing and fighting for a check. I'm sure there are better ways for y'all to get y'all coin. That's just what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna do that anyway. Cause that's just how they is. All right. So I think I saw something the other day talking about how Tommy ended up getting beat up or something. Or something happened, child. So I don't know. But that's what the people was saying. Something happened. Somebody got Tommy spooked. Not sure who that is, but yeah. Let's see. Oh, thank you guys so much for the congratulations on the 40K. We definitely did it, y'all. I feel like it has been a long periodically time coming. Even though, like, I feel like, how long have I had my channel? I feel like I had my channel since maybe 2013 or something, but I never really used it. I don't think I started using my channel till maybe 15 or somewhere in there. It was either 16 or 17, 2015, 16, 17, one of the three is when I started using my channel, but I was on and off. But I didn't start being like super consistent, I feel. So maybe like 2020, maybe 2019, 2020. You know, there were levels to my consistency. But to get to 40K, I'm really glad, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. Yay, hard work pays off. But then I kind of felt like, damn, I'm tired. Like, dog, it took a lot to get here. To get to this for, like, I have worked my ass off and I still have a long periodical way to go, you know? So thank y'all for being on the ride. You feel what I'm saying? Which it definitely takes some work. Let's see what else you guys are saying in the chat, because I told y'all I ain't come with no real conversation today. Juan and Robin, from what I'm hearing, they are indeed married, and we are expected to see details about it in the finale of Real Housewives of Potomac. So I guess they recorded it or something. They got some video or whatnot, and it's going to be inserted in that. So we're going to get a glimpse of them getting married. So we'll see how that's going to go, girl. We'll see, girl. Somebody had me screaming. They had I wonder if I could put it in the chat for y'all to check out real quick. But they had a page. It was a tweet of Miss Karen and her reacting. Girl, no, it wasn't a tweet. It was something they put on. God, let me see if I'm able to pull it up on Instagram, because this is funny to me. Girl, my allergies is over here starting to cut up on me. I hate when that happens. Girl, it's just a reaction of Miss Karen when she learned that Robin and Juan actually ended up getting married. I thought this was the funniest shit, for real. Let me see if I can share this screen. Girl, this is too funny. This is too funny to me. Karen and Michael Darby finding out that Robin and Juan are married. Not knock all that shit over. And the people trying to find out what's really going on. Hilarious. Hilarious. Child, I just thought that was hilarious. But I don't think, I don't know. Karen might care. She might not care that much. I think if anybody's up there throwing shit around, it's going to be Mr. Michael Darby for sure. All right. Meanwhile, Karen's somewhere sitting around still waiting for true documentation to confirm that the marriage is indeed so. And I'm sure Robin brought that to the reunion so that she can confirm or deny what was going on. Okay. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Hold up. Are you going to talk about Nene Leakes and this $20 million win? You know, I heard that she had a $20 million win, but then somebody was saying that it was old news or something. So let me see. Let me see what they're saying here about Miss Nene. It's moving a little too slow. Pick it up. Okay, all about the tea is reporting. Okay, so this is old from 2022. What is there to discuss? This is old news. Somebody must have rediscussed it earlier today. Yeah, this is from August of 2022. Nene Leakes scores blockbuster payday and discrimination lawsuit against Bravo settlement. Does it really matter if she scored anything? If some of the stuff was dismissed, did she dismiss it? So what she talking about? She dismissed the lawsuit. And they were supposed to be like in negotiations or whatever they were working on, and I don't even think they've reached that yet. Let's see. Plus, Robin didn't deny it, which made me think it was some truth to what Karen was saying. You mean that, and coupled with her reaction? I feel like either it's truth or she really don't know when she tried to make it seem like to Ashley, no, she's full of shit, whatever the case is. And she said, we could settle this right now, So I guess she was trying to get him to clear it up, whatever it was. When she called Juan, it made me feel like it was more confirmation for her to be sure than it was to prove anything to Ashley. Does that make sense? So, yeah, I think anything is possible. I do. For Juan to threaten to cuss all of them out, he need to start with Robin. Oh, you said, and he started with Robin. Child, he cussed that lady. I'm telling you, Robin, I don't go nowhere. I don't do nothing. Girl, that sound like Ray J. I'm a cuss them women out, Rob. That's why I don't like this. You don't like it, but you like the benefit. Huh? You like the benefit? I love to see this side of Candy. She is so pulled together and focused on her career and marriage. She is so unbothered. I love it too. When I tell you I love it, this is when Candace gets on my motherfucking nerves, though. Candace, you get on my goddamn nerves when you sit over there and you go and you console Mia's friend. Girl, they both wiki wacko. I'm sorry, they is. Stop defending that lady, because ain't no motherfucking way she finna sit up there at that table and think that she finna say to anybody, we'll have that conversation later, not in front of y'all, because this ain't the right place, and I don't care what any of y'all had to say. Da-da-da-da-da. Ooh. Who you talking to? She might be talking to you. You closer to her, because she not saying a goddamn thing to me. No, ma'am. Because, girl, them same folks was over there consoling you when you was crying the last time, and then you damn over there trying to dry cuss somebody out. Are you okay? Only for you to say you gonna have a conversation at a later time, but continue to have the conversation. Are you okay? Excuse me? And then start going off on Mia, then gets up to lead a table, girl. I can't make it up. And then tell somebody that they need to get the up and come sit in this seat. I'm just still trying to find out who is she talking to like that. Right, because she's on the outside of the club and still trying to get in. Like, that's what I'm not understanding to this day. So who is she talking to? Okay, let's cue a scholar. Okay, we're not going to deal with this, Destiny. Let's cue a scholar, because you might be mad at Mia, but I ain't doing that to you. Period. I don't like how she came at them. I don't like that. And it's like, girl, when we try to be on your side, you over there on some foolishness now, okay? Now, I'm not saying Mia right in anything, but what I am saying, you need to get your together. Then go run off like you want somebody to run behind you. Girl, ain't nobody finna run well. No, ma'am. Let her go. Nobody got time for this. What's up, Bonnie? Girl, I don't even know what we talking about. Whatever they putting in the chat, we talking. Whatever they throw in the chat. Oh, did you hear about the 50-plus-year-old passport bro that... He unalived a 21-year-old Chinese lady and is now sentenced. I did not know anything about that. Now, I do know Bondi brought it up on the Ooh Ladies First panel, and she definitely has a clip over there for you guys to check out for Passport Bros, so you can go over there to see us talk about it, but we did not know anything about this. Bondi might know. She might know about it. I don't know if she's discussed it yet. I know she was sick. So, yeah, I didn't know anything about that, but that is insane. But not surprising at the same time. Like, that's crazy. He's a goner for sure. He is a goner. Wow. I did not know that. D-Dub, have y'all seen MILF Manor? I have not. I did see that is out, but I haven't watched the show. Is that good? MILF Manor? I haven't seen that. But I know the show is out, but I just haven't watched it. What's up, Keon? I don't know. I gotta see what you sent me because I don't even know what's going on with the Beyonce LGBT Q situation. I don't even know what happened. I know you sent me some stuff, but I haven't had a chance to really look at it. Let's see what else. A child, he married her so she can't testify against him in the upcoming battle with his school. Ooh, yikes. Y'all cutting up. Oh, so Nene won $20 million and several new shows on stream. I'm gonna have to check that out because the article that was sent to me is an old article. So I'll have to look into that. And of course, I'll bring y'all another video for sure. Let's see. Is that the first time in all these seasons we've heard Juan say he love and appreciate Robin? I feel like it is. I do. I feel like, yeah. I do. I feel like, yeah. I think that is the first time. Yes, Jax is on one. She was on one. She was pissing me off. I'm not going to hold y'all. Like, she was getting on my nerves for real. Not when somebody trying to have your back and console you, girl. No, ma'am. Cue a scholar and send her back. This going to be her last season. First and last, just like y'all did a scholar. For real. Girl, no, ma'am. Nothing. They just crying and complaining per usual. People don't have to like or be in agreement with what you do. Who y'all talking about? Are you talking about the MILF Manners? Or are you talking about something else? I don't know. If you have to think about it, it's the first. Right. Right. If I have to think about it, it's the first time. Yeah. I don't think I've heard that. I feel like he was trying to calm it down because he knew he was being recorded. That's what I think. And once he realized that, it was like, I love you. I appreciate you. Girl, meanwhile, I'm Ashley in the back trying not to laugh in you hoes' face for sure. Chuckling. But first of all, why is Bravo so messy? Why are they so shady? What was this side by side with Karen that had me screaming, this cartoon, whatever they did, this drawing side by side with this lady? Screaming. Okay? Why would y'all do that? I thought that was the funniest ever, trying to identify what Juan's woman looked like. And I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I believe that Juan told this lady that he wanted to have a threesome with her. He wanted Karen to be a part of that. Now, him strolling down in Georgetown, a strong possibility. Him telling her in her ear, he wanted her to be, no, ma'am, it's Karen. Girl, you are known to tell a little fib at times, okay? And I feel like you fib to get up under Miss Robin's skin in that moment. I don't know, but I still feel like you either talking about G or you talking about Michael when it came down to, hugging on you, okay? Step back. You dancing kind of close. I feel a little poke coming through on you. I think she was talking about G or Michael. I still do. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I do. Um. Oh, you believe he probably said it jokingly, but he probably really meant it. Ooh, okay. I don't know. Well, that's what they say. It's always a little truth in a joke. It's always a little truth when you drink. So I'm like, girl, I don't know. But the way she ate Giselle up and told her, Giselle, be quiet. I'm not even talking to you. Not even close to an altar. I'm sorry. I know a lot of women don't care about that. A lot of women are not living their lives to be married to some man or anything, okay? But at the same time, she wasn't lying. Like, why are you jumping in this conversation when we really talking about her marriage? Like, girl, we not even like, move over. Move over. We good. We good, girl. That was funny. I said, listen, Karen came out to get into some things for real. Karen came out to, girl, she was tired. Karen said, I'm tired of you hoes picking on me. Y'all not finna keep doing this to me. I don't be doing that to nobody. I be out here minding my business, and y'all just want to come for me for no reason. So I'm going to give you what you came for. And that is just too funny to me. All right, let's see. Put that over here because I forgot to send this. Let's see what else y'all saying. What she said to Giselle would have been an issue if it was nobody else except Giselle. Possibly. She said, you nowhere near. I was on the floor. She's skinny. Y'all, when I tell y'all how much I loved Wendy, bruh, like I loved her so much. Like her facials, I said yes. Because I probably would have been all on the floor, dropping shit. I would have acted like it was that damn funny. Because she talking about you now. It's hilarious. I loved it. I loved that she was laughing so much at them. Like, let's go. Her facials are everything. Her reactions. So shout out to her on that. What else going on? Y'all know why I really do not like these individuals. And I really don't like how the blogs constantly post them over and over. And I just feel like I'm traumatized at this point. But Blueface and this Chrisean situation, I really, truly don't care. I try to scroll past whenever they're on my timeline because I know it's toxic. It ain't talking about nothing. But, girl, I definitely stopped at the 3 pregnancy tests, okay? I definitely stopped at the 3. I said, what the heck is going on? It's her being pregnant by him for me, and I just don't think that she's ready for that. I don't. I did see a clip of them having an interview, and during this interview, she showed her as pretty much. She pretty much showed her tail, and she got put out. And then Blueface over there telling somebody, you better get her. Like, you better, if you don't grab this BIT, I'm going to throw her on the ground or something like that. Like, if you don't snatch her up, I'm going to snatch her up myself or whatever. I was like, dang, this is some crazy stuff here. Not him talking about how he going to handle her, but she was kind of like pulling on him. And it's like, okay, y'all need to get this woman. All right. I don't even know why he keep having her at the interviews and stuff. It never goes right. I used to think he was the main one toxic and a poor influence when it came to her, but now I'm seeing and I'm learning that it's both of them, really. He ain't in that by himself. It's crazy. Okay, cool. Let's see. Yeah, I almost need therapy as a bystander to their foolishness. Right. Insane. If y'all don't know this girl pregnant, y'all have not been on social media in the last 3 days. Yep. Poor baby. I have questions when certain people are allowed such a blessing. I know, right? And it's also him possibly deny. Oh, yeah, he did deny the pregnancy. Then he trying to say that this girl was out here with all these different people and stuff. Like, she out here with like 10, 11, whatever different men. And it's like, well, it don't sound too different than what you've been out here doing. Huh? But I guess it's easier for him to say that to try and dispute the fact that he's the dad. So that's sad. I hate that for her. I ain't trying to, encourage her to go and get a, snip snip. But I'm just saying, I don't think it's something. I don't think she should. I don't think she should go through. I just don't think she should be no mama. Um. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Hey, Maya. How are you? Yeah, I was talking about Robin and Juan earlier. I'm exhausted with them. Girl, they are definitely worse than Ray J and Princess. Didn't they say that they about to work on their marriage like just the other day? I said, girl, we not finna go into 2023 with y'all this year, girl. Every quarter they break up and then they get back together. I don't have time. I don't have the time. It's sad. It's both of them for sure, but he is so mean to her. It's crazy. I think he is. I definitely think he is. His mother said he got a vasectomy, so it's not shit. What? He said he need a test, but then they had a cake with them on it, and he stabbed it. I thought that was her stabbing it. That was him stabbing it. These for him. Yeah, his mama a liar. Told her if that girl pregnant, she gonna get off social media. I said, girl, shut up. Shut up, because you ain't do it for the other kids that was here, the other grandkids, and you ain't finna do it for her. So shut up. Yeah, they need to get this young lady some help for real. Um, what's up, Jelly Bena Diara? I hope I said that right. From London. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I used to be engaged to a fine rich man that was emotionally abusive like Blueface. He would act innocent in public, but was throwing my life away. But I was throwing my life away every day with him because he stayed triggering me. Dang, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you got out. Some people don't. And they stay right there. You feel what I'm saying? I hate that. Somebody said she's pregnant. Father God. I know. I know. I know, guys. I know. What else is going on? I see Spotify is about to lay off a few people. Girl, then Google just laid some folks off. We just talked about that on the quick chat last week. That Google was laying off with like 12,000 employees. And at least that's when they made their announcement. Next thing you know, I hop on TikTok and I learned that they done fired all these folks like at the top of the morning. They woke up thinking they finna get on their computers and start their day. Come to find out, they ain't got no access. They weren't even notified that they were gonna be laid off. But in the article, they gave all of these different types of packages and things that they're gonna give people. They're gonna give them insurance for 6 months, and we're gonna do this, and they're gonna get this money and that money. And we're gonna give them additional money and stuff based on how long they work for the company. All of this and that. And I said, that's fluff. That's fluff. That's just y'all putting in the article. We would like to know what y'all actually going to do, because I don't necessarily believe it. I don't. Y'all couldn't even notify y'all people that they were going to be laid off, but instead you chose to notify news outlets first. At least give your workers that's worked so hard to contribute to this, I'm sure, $billion company. I mean, the least y'all could do is notify them before you go over there and try and get ahead of whatever story and put it out there in the news. Like, they're not paying the rent. Yeah, I did hear that. Amazon laid off over 5. Microsoft just laid off, I think, about 10,000. So Amazon 10, I think Microsoft 10. Google just laid off 12. And then now Spotify is saying that they're laying off about 6% of their people. Let me go back and make sure. I just want to make sure. Let's see. Yeah, CEO, Spotify CEO announces laying off 6% of its employees. But they're saying it's going to be a little under 600. I don't know. It just depends on how many people they got if you laying off 6%. So, either way, that's a lot. That's a lot. We about to be in a recession, child. Listen, I feel like we been in one. They just failed to announce it. I think Microsoft got rid of it. They did. Yep. Yeah, they did. Mrs. Purpose one. They did like 10,000 people. That's great. That's a lot of people. So that's 10, 20, 32, and likely for to be anywhere from 38 to 40,000 people without a job. I cannot. I cannot. I can't. I can't. I cannot. I don't know. You know, they like to do a lot of outsourcing of workers, I feel, in America. They like to go get folks in India and all this and that. I'm like, shoot, some people might need to look for companies that got offices in other countries to see if they might be hiring. You know what I'm saying? And maybe choose to, hire the folks in America or something like that. I don't know. That's crazy. No, like that is so scary to wake up and you just can't even get access to your, like, at least give somebody a courtesy call and let them know what's about to happen. Like right before it happens. Like, that's crazy. Are y'all still considering a tour or meet and greet with OLFP? I remember a while back y'all briefly spoke about it. Yes, we are. We are still considering. But we'll definitely drop more details when we get closer to that. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate that. I've been wondering, should I start vacuum sealing food? Heck, it's $93 for it. Girl, do you hear me? I went to go make me some breakfast the other day. And I really wanted to make my own little version of like a little sunrise. So, I had my little Hawaiian buns and my bacon, you know what I'm saying? And my cheese and stuff, but I ain't had no eggs. And one finna go get them hoes. Do you hear what I say? Do you hear me? Girl, not eggs costing more than a box of cereal. No. No, ma'am. What farm are these coming from? No, ma'am. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. No, ma'am. So I just made what I had. And then I ain't feel like, leaving the house anyways. I was like, if that. Child, it's insane. It's insane what's going on. It's very scary. Capitalism has always been an unstable structure. That's why we're having so many boom and bust more frequently because it's coming to a head. Not y'all better go get some chickens and harvest your own eggs for real. Listen, it's sounding about right. They $5 and some change at Publix for a dozen. I saw them higher than that. I saw them things like $8 for sure. Cancel the Easter egg hunt. Listen, they probably won't. They gonna have them plastic eggs out there because it dang sure ain't gonna be no real ones. My husband works with Microsoft. They will fire 11,000 people within the next 6 to 9 months. Wow. So over the course of the year, they're gonna just slowly lay them off. I hope your husband will not be in the number. That's sad. My job said we are good and will not be laid off, but I'm still preparing for the worst. Let me tell you something. I think that, definitely stay, but I think that you should also, a lot of people sit at work all day and they never Google their job. Like, some people should just Google their jobs because you might end up seeing an article or something because it's always going to go out to the masses before it comes to you. So I would say y'all might want to just sometimes just Google your job and just see if it's been any new findings. If you see anything that's shifting, you know, with finances or anything, girl, like it could possibly be coming down the pipeline. You feel what I'm saying? So you just never know. And what's also so crazy is usually you would think tech jobs will be the jobs that's like safer than some others, and that's clearly not even the case anymore. Um, it's sad. Hey, Linda. Right. Never believe when they say you're good. Right. That's what they do. They got to keep the morale down. They got to, like, make sure y'all good, y'all calm. Y'all don't start nothing that's going to cause everybody to leave the job and stuff. But I also feel like this, I saw this on TikTok too. I think this is very smart. This girl just always talked about how, I think it was a lady, could have been a guy. If I saved it, I might try and drop the link. I gotta go through my saved ones. But they basically just talked about how they never not look for a job or like test they look and put their applications out and like interview and stuff. Like they just never not. They just never get too comfortable in a job so that they can always, I think it was a guy that said this because he wanted to just always make sure his interview skills are just like up to par and know what people are looking for, during those, for those positions or whatever. So he never not like interviews. So I don't know how often he does it. I don't know if it's like every quarter or how he does it every other month, whatever. I don't know how he do it, but I definitely recall somebody talking about that. Wanda says, "Nah, we good. Microsoft is trying to appease stockholders by showing higher profits. People on the bottom will be fired. Administration, HR, and so on." I can see that, and I feel like that may be what a lot of these companies are doing. The first sign is when they stop filling vacant positions. Right. I can see that. And I also feel like when they stop filling vacant positions, if they not already doing it, they're going to be adding more to your damn workload. Don't be doing that workload for too long and they ain't trying to hire nobody. And then turn around and lay you off. That's disrespectful as hell. Invest your money, people. If you don't have a life insurance policy, please get one that you can always borrow from. Yeah. She says, "No, ma'am, I have my own business. I will never succumb to the trials and tribulations of this economy. I will always find something to do to make good money." Ooh. And there's that. Yes, I saw it was stockholders who was behind Google layoffs. Wow. One of my coworkers literally just told me the other week the Hubs always says to keep my LinkedIn. Where is it? To keep my LinkedIn updated and continue to interview. Yeah. Do you think this Robin and Juan will end up being a Yandy and Mendici ceremony, 7 papers, without turning them in because Robin don't want to give up her money? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. We're going to have to see. I would want to think not because I feel like Mendici's and Yandy's situation was much different because he actually was in jail and owed restitution and all of that. So I think Yandy really kind of played it smart, but at the same time, she used to get on my nerves overhyping the fact that I'm his wife, I'm his wife, I'm his wife. And it's like, girl, you slick ain't, but you is the life partner, and we'll take that. But I don't know. I would think Robin them wouldn't, but you just never know with these folks, girl. You just don't. You never know with these people. I mean, Karen said it was fake, girl. It might. I mean, hey, if we get to the reunion and she can't produce that receipt, listen, then it could be. It could very well be. Yeah, that would be crazy. I mean, maybe she gonna turn it in after the lawsuit done. Oh no, child. I'm okay, Bondi. Hold up, what that happened? Child, not Lil'Jamie of Love and Marriage DC coming for Quik. Whoa. Let's look at this together. Thanks, Bondi. Let's check this out together, people. Like, what is really happening here? So they're saying Lil'Jamie responds to DJ Quik, calling him a bad kid who was entitled on the Love and Marriage DC Season 2 premiere. Girl, let me get a piece of my headphone real quick so I can listen to what he said to this man. I mean, what he said about him. Before we get into the comments and stuff. Now, what did he say?
About the station. Something about him and Lil'Jamie having issues. I thought they was good.
Maybe that's kind of why you feel like with this Antonio thing, it's like you feel like I'm coddling him. It's not the same as Lil'Jamie. Me and Raina talked the other day, and she told me that at 15 years old, Lil'Jamie was getting locked up for burglary. So I feel like maybe these conversations that you're having with Jamie about how Lil'Jamie has turned out makes you feel like we need to be harder on Antonio.
You're right. I do feel like Lil'Jamie's entitled. Coddle and entitled are two different things. With Antonio, Antonio's not a bad kid. He is a great kid that's spoiled. Lil'Jamie was a bad kid that was entitled. I don't want him to end up 26 still living with us, thinking that we're gonna buy him a car and pay bills. So
I think Quik has a point, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like the conversations are a little different because he was coming down on his wife about her waking up their 15, 14-year-old child. Like, I just don't see nothing wrong with a parent getting their kid up at 15, 14 years old and telling them to get ready for school. I don't see nothing wrong with that, you know. But he wants him to, like, miss school a few days so he can be a man. I'm like, baby, that don't determine him being a man, him missing school, that doesn't determine anything. Like, I don't know, Quik wasn't making sense. But obviously, Jamie is responding because he didn't like what was being said. So he says, how the F somebody who got popped and or stabbed got some nerve to call somebody bad? MFers' lives be so perfect, I forgot. He says, take that DJ off your name. Who is you? Before you speak on my life, hire a stylist. Mr. 10 shows in 2 days.
So Jamie stopped by the station.
Wow. Why would you do that? See, now, Jamie, you about to create an issue between Quik and Jamie. Why would you do that? And you don't look that dapper your damn self. Now, why would you go do that? Now, why would you do that, sir? But I do feel like, Quik, you need to sweep around your own household. You need to sweep around your own household and leave them folks alone. And I don't even know why y'all even brought up Jamie when it came down to the situation with y'all son. Like, I don't even know what was the reason for even mentioning somebody else's child for real. And Quik, what really pissed me off with Quik is you ain't never there. So everything falls on your wife. So if she allows your son to get up by himself every day and he happens to miss school 3 days in a row or however many or a week or whatever, or he misses too many days in general and the school decides that they want to either have a talk with y'all or make y'all, send it to whoever, the city officials or whoever, and make y'all pay a fine or kick your kid out of school. The sad part for me is that I don't believe you're going to be one of them people sitting down in that front office having that conversation because you work too much, because you got 100 and some jobs that you have to do in 1 week. Who's going to have to go over there to that office? Okay? And look ashamed. It's going to be your wife. So, I mean, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. The Fun Size had no business talking about Lil'Jamie, period. Like, I don't even know why they brought him up. Ashley is Angie. Girl, I said that. I said that in my watch along on Patreon. I said, Ashley, when it came down to the situation with Joy getting booked to speak to single moms, and Miss Ashley was like, I don't know if I would feel comfortable with that because I've never lived what they lived. And, there was some struggles and this and that. First of all, ma'am, I'm sure you can relate just being a mom in general, whether they single or they not. But at the end of the day, let's be honest, ma'am, you are a married single mother. Like, we're going to be very clear about that, girl. That's what you are. Girl, I said that. It's never good to compare kids, or good or bad. Come on, because look, wrong road. Wrong road. You better learn from Miss Wanda. Don't you compare them kids. Wrong road. Okay? I know it's different situations. And Miss Wanda was talking about hair, but you over here comparing behaviors and stuff. And you also got to understand, y'all kids are two different types of kids. You didn't even have to bring that up. No, Quik should have never talked about his teenage years. You can't call people kid bad on camera. Quik shouldn't have made the comment. I don't think nothing is wrong with him getting him up, but have the child put an alarm on, and he can get himself up. My school hates, or your child hates school, but he still has to get up. He's 14 as well. Same as mine. Actually, my son used to be up before me. Child, I'm running to the door like, you, oh, okay, you got him. All right then, but I mean, if he overslept, there's nothing wrong. Go up there. And I'm sure he probably does have an alarm. Like most kids do have an alarm. I'm sure. It's just that they probably still don't want to get up. So, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like they putting 20 on 10 is not that deep, in my opinion. And his response to that was extremely ignorant, in my personal opinion, to say, let him be a man, let him miss school. Him missing school does not define him being a man. For me, like that just was dumb as fuck. In addition, what made it even more dumb as hell for me is because you're not the one being at the house having to wake him up. So I would have probably cussed my husband the fuck out. I'm just going to be real. I probably would have cussed him out. I would have. So, yeah, nah. He shouldn't have compared them. I instantly felt that was the wrong road. Right, wrong road. I knew this issue was about to happen. I knew as soon as Quik started running his mouth about Lil'Jamie, I knew he feels some type of way. And now we see what some of the problem gonna come in at this season when he runs into the when they're at the party, and he tells somebody like, "Oh, they out there about to fight each other," and da 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 da. He gonna continue to speak on this man's son, and I think over time it's going to create issues. But let me tell you something. Big Jamie be wrong sometimes, right? But I was feeling Big Jamie a bit. I was feeling Big Jamie a bit. He may be problematic and do stuff, but I was feeling him. The way he texted his son and responded, and the boy was like, "Can you pay my tickets?" And the daddy was like, said something to him about, "You need to get a job." And then the boy responded back to his dad and said, "So y'all not gonna help me?" He said something, and the daddy responded and said, "I still don't understand why you don't have one." When I tell you, I hollered. The way that he responded to his child, like disregard everything else he talking about, like, and I still don't understand why you ain't got one. Like, what are we talking about? You need to get a job. Like, girl, I'm sorry. Like, he ate him up. He ate him up. Let me see what y'all say. I definitely won't want my friends talking about my child. He was wrong for speaking on him. My son, 13, he sets an alarm every night. I still have to yell across the hall for him to shut it off. Right. He was too hyped, like simmer down. Right. When he said that was a Ashley problem, I was like, boy, what? Listen, he's crazy. That's Big Jamie's fault though. Of course. And I think that he's realizing all the fault that he had. Because when I was listening to them do the interview with Carlos, he was pretty much acknowledging the fact that they may have made an error in how they raised their kids. So now he has to deal with him. Basically, like I said, okay, on Patreon, I told the people, listen, he created this monster. And now he's having to deal with this monster. But the way he's dealing with this monster, I don't at this point where I'm at, I don't fault him for it. I do fault him for how he handled this conversation when it's your other son's birthday. That was disrespectful. You know your son. You've known your oldest son for God knows how long. So you already know his tempers just like he know yours. So for you to try and force this conversation at that time, extremely inappropriate in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But as far as him keeping it a buck with his son, like if you feel like your girlfriend do so much for you and she provides and this and that, then why you asking me? Why you asking your parents, and then you want to turn around and talk about your grandma? My grandma would give me anything. Well, then go ask her. Go ask her. You ain't even staying in my house for me to give you anything. So who the hell you think you talking to? Like, nah, I was with the daddy. Like, I was like, damn. I never thought I'd see the day I sit up here and agree with Jamie. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm going to say this. He shouldn't have talked bad about his son to Quik. I think that's true. But I also feel like when you are venting to somebody, in my personal opinion, when you venting to somebody about something, I don't think that person has a right to go back and share that conversation with somebody. You know what I'm saying? But granted, at the end of the day, if you want to cut down on that, you just don't share your business. However, I feel like if I'm sharing something with person B in confidence, I don't want person B going and talking. So it's like, I feel like Quik could have read the room. I know that's your wife, but you didn't even have to bring it up. Like, read the room, meaning you know these cameras is here. Why are you bringing up that man's son? Well, you know it's going to be an issue. Yeah, I shared that conversation with you, but I don't want you going and indulging in said BS. So I think it's going to be a little, girl, it's going to be a little issue there. It's going to be a little issue there, girl. Because Quik would be hot if the roles were reversed. If he went and had a conversation with Jamie about his son or whatever, and then Jamie mentioned that thing to Irena and talked about his kid, Quik would be hot about it. I'm going to get tired of us calling these two Big Jamie and Lil'Jamie. Exactly. It's partially Big Jamie's fault. Yeah, that's what Bondi was saying. It's partly his fault. She says, I wouldn't have paid the ticket. I also wouldn't be giving him money. I kind of blame Irena a little bit, because I feel like Big Jamie knows where to draw the line, but Irena, she still be giving him money though. She said that she gives him money that Big Jamie may not even know anything about. So I feel like that's why that boy be approaching them like that, because I feel like they don't be on a united front as parents. And I wouldn't be surprised if Jamie asked his mama, can you pay my ticket? And now they're trying to be on the united front, and she said, you're going to have to ask your daddy. And that's why his daddy came at him the way that he did. I wouldn't be surprised, yeah. Try these folks here. And it's crazy that I do love the conversations that we're getting from the first episode. I feel like that lets you know the season going to be kind of good, you know. I like that. I love when Joy and Clifton were at the event or whatever, and she brought up the single mom comment or whatever. And I kind of like that Clifton actually hyped up his wife or his fiance in that moment. Kind of like hyped her up when he felt like the other ladies were coming at her. I don't know. I kind of like, I like that just a little bit. Because it's like, actually, you find something wrong with everybody and what they doing if you ain't doing it. That's what I think. Because who says that, in all honesty? Like, I would never say that to a friend. Like, I would never, like, if my friend telling me she ain't got no kids and she's about to be on a panel to go and speak to other single mothers, who the fuck am I to say, but you ain't got no kids? Who says that? Unless you already a hey asshole. Like, that's somebody that is already, I personally feel envious of you right out the gate already. Or already don't see it for you, or already looking at you with a certain type of eye. Like, I wouldn't say that to no friend. But maybe they ain't friends, child. You know how these reality shows do, girl. Maybe they ain't really cool like that. But I just would not have said no mess like that. Like, but you ain't even no mama. Like, nah. Why are you going? I mean, hell, it's an opportunity. She may not be your mom, but what if her goal is to be able to do speaking engagements? Since she's not on the road singing anymore, she's trying to figure out a new avenue to make money or whatever. And if they're going to give her the opportunity and use a larger platform like Ready to Love to talk to other ladies at the end of the day, she probably could speak on some things coming from a woman that's about to be a stepmom. You know, and getting into a relationship with a man that already has kids or whatever the case is. So I feel like, you know, hey, like, it wasn't that deep. And then Miss what's her name? Ashley, your little friend gonna get herself fucked up. That's what I do believe, because your little friend was trying to kind of like make a crack on her too. And I'm like, okay, you gonna get your friend messed up out here. Okay, trying to be so team Ashley. Girl, this gonna be an interesting season, honey. I think everybody is with the BS. Oh, imagine all the legal fees they just paid for him. Yeah, get a job. Kids are like computers. The results you get from them are based on what you put in. Excuse me. If Lil'Jamie really was serious about a job, he can go work a prepaid cell phone place. They don't do background checks like much, especially third party ones. You know what's crazy? Jamie could be a security officer like his daddy recommended he do. But I feel like he resents the hell out of his dad so much that he doesn't even want to attempt to seem like he's following in his footsteps by just being a security officer or doing whatever in security, okay? Whatever his dad recommends, it's really like he resents something about his dad, maybe about his upbringing, how he was raised, that every time his dad tries to offer him something, he's met with resistance from his son. And I just really believe that. And I feel like, Jamie, that is your fault. And you don't know how to communicate with people. And I don't think that you have a great way of showing your kids how much you love them unless it's the younger boy, Jason, because you had to be so delicate with him, right? So I don't know. You just be super harder on that boy, and I don't know. And yeah, we could talk about that young man being 14, 15 years old, breaking into houses, doing this and that, da-da-da. Well, then what was going on with his parents? What was they over there doing? Where was his daddy at? Because I truly feel like he was out here doing that stuff, and it had a lot to do with y'all and y'all parenting. So, yeah, everything does, at the end of the day, regardless of how you look at the situation, it does always go back to both Jamie and Irena. But that's just what I think, child. You know what I'm saying? You think so? Quik and Ashley do a lot of comparing themselves to the other couples. To me, you think so? I don't know. I'm going to watch more, but I definitely can see Ashley on a personal level doing a lot of comparison, because why would she even mention that mess to Joy? That's supposed to be your friend. You know, so, but you probably got a point. I'm going to start paying more attention to that. Y'all is crazy. Not to mention, what is $100 per week going to do for this man? Seems as though his girlfriend is taking care of him anyway. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Bondi. I think she should still take that job. Like, I wouldn't care about nothing that lady saying. And Ashley, you want to be that girl? You want to be in charge of the girls so much on the show that even if you become the most hated, I mean, hey, do your job. I mean, you know, I guess if that's what you want, cool. But I don't think that's a good look. I don't think that's a good look. It just shows you being jealous. Shows you as a hater. The way Big Jamie treats Irena is partly the reason that he and Lil'Jamie relationship is so tumultuous as it is. I can see that. I'm telling you, I said that last season. That man has done something that they weren't willing to talk about, right? For us to really get down to why his son don't like him for real. But when they did their interview with Carlos King, they said that Monique was the reason why they weren't being so open and forthcoming. They were taking her lead in the advice that she gave them, because she pretty much told them, like, hey, you know, let's not talk about this. Let's not get into that when it comes to marriages. Let's not do this. Let's not do that. Da, da, da. So based on the fact that, I was going to say Giselle, based on the fact that Monique has been on reality TV and she's experienced with this, they figured she knew everything, so they just took her lead. So that's why they held back a whole lot. They didn't share some stuff. They didn't do this. They didn't do that. So, they said the gloves are off now. So, yeah. Maybe we'll find out that reason of what really happened during his childhood as to why he had so much resentment towards his dad. That's what I was getting at. Somebody says he will probably need a background check working a security job. absolutely he will. However, I feel like his dad recommended that because he worked so much. He worked for many years in law enforcement, and he likely has gained connects over the years, and then he might be able to hook him up with that job, which is why he was likely recommending it. Because if he knows somebody that owns the company or whatever the case is, then that person can look out and do a favor for Big Jamie and just kind of like slide him under the radar, is what I want to believe, but we'll see. Let's see. Jamie could cut his hair, be a he could cut hair, be a barber, janitor, construction worker, truck driving, etc. with the background. I believe that, and he don't seem to want to. And that's the crazy thing. I just don't understand this man. It's like he don't want nothing his daddy offered. But then it seems like he don't want to get a job. Like, he just don't want to do nothing. Like, I don't know what's going on with that boy. He just want to be rebellious. And I just feel like he's too damn old and too grown to be trying to be rebellious. I just think, sir, you just too far gone now, sir. Exactly, Jamie, exactly. It could also be because of him witnessing physical and emotional abuse between Big Jamie and his mom at home. Some of these kids just be bad, y'all. I know for a fact it's not always on them. Could give all the love and support and they meet the wrong parents and it's down from there. Oh, I'm sorry, meet the wrong friends and it's down from there. I guess. I don't know. Is it me the wrong? I mean, I guess so. I'm sure he was a child who wasn't getting the attention at home, so he rebelled on them. I agree, Keisha. He witnessed all kinds of abuse, but was a product of that abuse as well. I feel like since Jamie was a police officer, he was used to being in control, that he applied it to the way he parents. Ooh, that's a good point. Jamie is not aware of how he comes off, and his wife and kids are over it. He is not aware, and I wonder if he got a reality check just a bit or more of a bit as he watched himself on last season. Looking a damn fool. Baby, when that boy told his daddy to read that message, and that man said, and I still don't understand why you don't have one. Have a job. Child, talking about hollering. Ooh. Now she said his daddy was at work fathering other people's kids and being a shitty bad boy cop. I live in D.C., so I know a couple of things. Okay. What's up, Steph? Let's see. Jamie is now modeling in the DMV now, but Lil'Jamie didn't want those jobs because he's a spoiled brat, and his mom and dad and grandma are the reason behind it. Period. Giving this boy whatever he wants. Child. But listen, I just wanted to come to y'all real quick and have a little, like an impromptu quick chat or whatnot. All right. What we talk about? Real Housewives of Potomac just a little bit. We talked about Layoffs. We talked about Love Island, okay? And we also talked about Love and Marriage DC, I do believe, okay? So, yeah, that's all that I got. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Also, be sure to like the video if you have yet to like it. I see we have 317 or 300 and something. The number's always off. People watching, so definitely be sure to like the video. We would love for the likes to match the views, okay? Yeah, so that's all I got, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.